Hi everyone and welcome to the 17th of December. It's getting a little bit closer every day, isn't it? So let's see what's behind our calendar today. Oh, a lovely robin and a new robin tutorial, not one I've painted for anyone anywhere. I really like the slight sort of level of detail mixed in with the simple loose washes. So grab your paints and let's get started. So we're going to paint a lovely robin, but we are going to paint our robin with a little bit more detail than the robins that I paint on YouTube. So we're going to start, it's going to be a bit more like the Birds, Bees and Blossoms book robin. So we start with a circle, and then from that circle we're going to sort of create the head shape, which is going to be just rising up out of that main circle. And then we'll have a nice little beak and an eye. And then down across the head and across the body we'll have our lovely robin redbreast, and then the wings will just sort of poke out the back and a lovely little fan tail. And then the legs are the key thing. They come from really far back and sit like that. So that's our robin, and we'll pop him on a little branch. So a little bit of a rubbing out, and let's begin. So for our robin we need a few colours. We need the red breast, which we're going to create with some cadmium red and some cadmium orange mixed together. That fiery, lovely colour that everybody associates with Christmas. And we've got some burnt sienna, and then we also want a slightly shadowier, oh, that's a lot of Payne's grey. We just want a sort of grey brown, which is what we've got. So I'm going to use my size 0 brush, and I think we'll start with the red breast. So let's paint this in. So under the chest, on that tummy, and the colour actually comes right up around the eye. And I'm going to clean my brush off, and I'm just going to sort of fade it out a little bit. And now we're going to look at the brown. So there's the tiniest sort of white gap between the brown and the red breast. So we can use this fairly dilute brown to place in a little wing. And the tail feathers there. And that's looking rather lovely. So we're going to let that dry for a minute, and we're going to pop in our branch. So I'm just using the same brush, but just angled quite low to the page, and just very much sort of wobbling it along. And if you want to make it even more gnarly, you can just sort of pick up a little bit of the colour and just create some unpainted space by painting just sort of alongside that branch there. Okay, so we need to let this dry 100% and then we can finish it off. So that's nice and dry. So we can put in a few things now. Let's make sure my brush isn't too wet. Okay, so with that shadowy mix, some little claws. Just two thin parallel lines, but then a little bit sort of gnarly and knobbly, curling over. Then the beak, I like to just sort of do the bottom half of the beak like that. And then for the eye, a little bit of shine, a little bit of unpainted space there really helps. And now I want to add some stronger, more concentrated burnt sienna. Just a few little brush strokes there over the forehead, and then some slightly longer ones in the tail. And maybe there's a leaf still clinging to the branch. Just about. There we go. That is your jolly robin for the 17th of December. I hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you're doing something nice and festive, and I'll see you tomorrow.